Good day, students. So we are now in Module 3, and the title of this module is Measures of Central Tendency, Positions, Dispersions, and Variability for Grouped and Ungrouped Data. So for this lesson, I will discuss part 1 of the module, which is the measures of central tendency. Okay, so let me start with this topic, measures of central tendency. And for this part of Module 3, we will discuss measures of central tendency for ungrouped data and for the ungrouped data. Okay, let me start with, of course, discussion of what is central tendency all about. So central tendency is a statistical measures that identifies a single value as representative of an entire data set. It helps summarize data by indicating a typical or central value. And there are three main measures of central tendencies. These are the following. Of course, the mean, the median, and the mode. So from the word central or center, so all these are measures of central tendency. They measure the center of the data set, okay, the center value, and of course, with specific description, of course. Okay, for mean, this is the arithmetic average. And for the median, this is the middle value. Okay, and for the mode, this is the most frequent value in a given data set. So now, these measures are applied to both ungrouped data, which are row observations, and group data, which are organized in frequency distribution. Now, let's start with the central tendency for the ungrouped data. Okay, I believe you already learned this lesson during your high school days. So it is easy to understand on your part. So let's start with the mean. Mean is, like what I've said, this is the arithmetic mean or arithmetic average. Okay, so the mean is calculated, should I say, by summing all the observations and dividing by the total number of observations. So this is the formula for the mean. So we have here, of course, the mean. This is the symbol for the mean. Okay, it's equal to, of course, the sum of the xi or sub I, or it represents the individual observation over, of course, the n, which is the total number of observations. Okay, so let's have an example in this. For instance, we have your given data set, 5, 7, 10, 15, and 20. So what we're going to do to get the mean by using this formula, so we can substitute the values to this formula. So substitute lang natin yan. Okay, so let's say you have the mean, then we have here the values 5, of course, plus 7, plus 10, plus 15, plus 20, okay, over 5. Of course, these are the values. Sabi sa formula, we need to sum or to get the sum of the values, okay, the individual observation. Then we have to divide that with the n, which is the number of observation, or that's the sample. So all in all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5n, okay, for the number of observations. So we will try to add the numerator, which of course, we have here 57. okay, over 5. So we have to divide 57 by 5, and the answer is 11.4. Now, our mean is 11.4. So, ganun lang kadali ang pag-compute ng mean. Now, let's move on to the median. The median is the middle value when the data is arranged in ascending order. Okay, so, of course, we have the median. It's the middle value, but don't forget that we have to arrange the data first in ascending order. Okay? Yung iba, descending. No? But, of course, mas magandang mag-ascend for this part. Okay? So, let's try to have an example. Here are the steps, of course. The first is we have to arrange the data in ascending order. And number 2, if n is odd number, the median is the middle value. But if the n is even, okay, the median is the average of the two middle values. So let's have an example here. Okay, let's say you have example number 1. Okay, so we have here the data 3, 8, 12, 17, and 20. This is already arranged, okay, from lowest to highest, no? O kung gusto nyo highest to lowest, okay lang din naman. Then we have here now, no, the midpoint, no? So we have, let's count how many n. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ang n natin ay 5. Okay? Which is, of course, an odd numbers. Okay? So it's an odd. Ito siya. So dahil odd siya, we get the midpoint or the mid value. No, ano ba yung gitna ng 5, which that is 3. So we will count from the first value, no? 1, 2, 3. So our midpoint, okay, is 12. No, or the mid value is 12. So for this example, our median is 12. Okay. Next, how about if the data is even? No, or the n is even. So we have here example number 2. 4, 9, 14, and 18 are our data. So we have actually 4n. So it's an even number. So what we will do for the even, sabi niya dyan, the median is the average of the two middle values. So in this case, the two middle values are the second and the third value. No? So we have here the number 14 and number 9. Okay, so what we will do now is we have to add these two, get the average, no, by adding the two numbers, 9 plus 14, then divide it by 2. Okay, and the answer is, of course, we have here 11.5. So in this case, no, 11.5 is our median. Okay, so next, how about for the mode? The mode is the most frequently occurring value in a data set. So for instance, when talking about frequency, no, yung pinakamataas ang frequency, that is the mode. Okay? So in this, or in short, yung ilang beses kang naulit, or ilang beses na naulit yung values in a given data set, that is the mode. Okay, so let's say we have here data 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8. So in this case, ang naulit na values natin ay 6. Dalawa ang 6. The resting isa lang. So our mode therefore is 6. Okay, ma'am, how about kapag dalawa yung naulit na number? Let's say 4, 5, tapos 5 ulit yung data. Then we have 6, 6, then we have 7, and 8. Okay. In this case, dalawa yung naulit na numbers. You have the 5 and 6. So, dito, no, ito yung tinatawag nating multimodal, no? Meaning, dalawa yung ating mode. We have here 5 and of course 6. Okay, so that is what do mean by mode. So, ganun lang kadali ang pag-compute, no, or pag-check ng mean median mode for the uh, ungrouped data. So, if you have any question, no, you can ask me next meeting.